A mind that is stretched by a new experience can never go back to its same dimensions. Can never go back. And I believe that's what you all do as space mission professionals, engineers, scientists, software engineers and all. That's what you all do. You help to use forward thinking in your passion to make things real in the future. Where can you focus for continuous success? The first area is forward thinking. I believe that you all are masters at forward thinking, because I can take myself back to elementary school when my science teacher was teaching us about the planets, about the universe, and the things that existed then in the history books. And a lot of you were part of those experiences, and there are even more experiences to come. Dr. Green talked to you all this morning about putting a live human being on the planet Mars before you go. That's forward thinking. When you all step up and accept that challenge, it's forward thinking. And to be forward thinkers, you have to be fearless. You have to be confident about what it is you do and about what it is you believe. And for that, I applaud you. And then the next thing is ongoing risk-taking. I know it can be tough, it can be challenging, because I read the newspapers, I follow things online as it pertains to space missions and all, and I know they cut your budgets, and sometimes when it comes to risk-taking, you decide to constrain yourself a bit. And sometimes because you don't want to be that program that stepped out there and spent a couple $100 million and it didn't go well, it failed or whatever. But my thing is, when it comes to being forward thinkers, you have to remain risk takers, because that's the only way you're going to continue to contribute to the world, continuing to let people know what exists out there. Collaboration is the way of business today. Businesses who don't talk to one another, who don't collaborate with one another, will remain the same. It will not be any green and growing experiences really going on, because there are other people out there that may be ahead of you in some areas. And it's good to collaborate, because somebody may have learned something, discovered something, got a picture or a chart or a graph or something. Somebody may have received some data or what have you back from a spacecraft or whatever that can help your project. So you have to collaborate and not try to live in your own bubble. We're going to see if you can make your best bet. It's all about a choice. Attitude is a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Ready? 1, 2, 3, give it to me. When you focus and you stretch yourself and you really commit to doing what it is you set out to do, you can exceed even your own expectations. So on the count of 3, I want you to give it to me one more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, give it to me. All right. Give yourselves a round of applause. It was Margaret Collins. She said this: there's a brilliant child locked in every student. A brilliant child locked in every student. I have an 8-year-old nephew, and his mother is a diehard Ravens fan. You know, we're near Baltimore. And so she wants her little boy to play football. But Lauren says he doesn't want to play football. He plays soccer. That's his sport. But I told his mother on numerous occasions, he's a thinker. Even my mother says he's a thinker. She's like, I watch him. Sometimes when we're doing homework together, she said, he says things that you would think, is this an 8-year-old kid or someone who's in their 20s? But see, that's what understanding that, you know, you have to think differently. And I told my sister, I said, look, I know when it comes to coming from tough neighborhoods or, you know, levels of poverty or what have you, you want to teach and try to inspire your kid to be an athlete, to play sports. But I said, I see him being an engineer. That's what I told her. I said, he's a thinker. What am I challenging you all? I know they have a movement going on. I've spoken to some middle schools and high schools and even on the college level, STEM, the STEM program, science, technology, engineering, and math. I want you all to encourage or inspire at least one kid, one young person to come into the space mission, you know, domain, to want to study a discipline in one of those 4 areas. Because it's good that you've taken the torch or the baton and you're running with it. But as they say, you have to pay it forward. You have to look back and inspire and encourage someone else. It's Dr. Wayne Dyer who said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I believe that that is a mantra for what you all do. Because you all look up and you say, why not? When some others look up and say, nah, that's not real or that's impossible. And you all change the way you look at things. And it was Steve Jobs who talked about think differently, put a dent in the universe. And he challenged people of all ages to go out and shake up that snow globe and think about new ideas and new possibilities. Don't just settle for what you see on the surface. Go further. Believe that more exists. And that's why you have to think differently. That's why forward thinking is so important. Not only at this conference, but when you get back to continue the great work that you do.